Ever felt like the world was crashing down because a plan didn't go as expected? Let's be honest, we've all been there. It's that sinking feeling, that moment when your heart skips a beat and you're left wondering, what now? Disappointment, my friends, is as inevitable as the rising sun. It's a part of life, an unwelcome guest that shows up unannounced, leaving us to grapple with feelings of frustration, disillusionment, and yes, sometimes even heartbreak. It's a universal experience, a common thread that binds us all together, regardless of who we are, where we come from, or what we aspire to be. Picture this. You've been working tirelessly towards a personal goal. Perhaps it's running a marathon or writing a book. You've poured your heart and soul into it. And yet, despite all your efforts, you fall short. The disappointment can be devastating, leaving you questioning your abilities and worth. Or consider relationships. They can be a minefield of disappointment, can't they? Misunderstandings, unmet expectations, unfulfilled promises. These can all lead to feelings of disappointment that weigh heavy on our hearts. And let's not forget career aspirations. You've been eyeing that promotion for months, working late nights, going above and beyond. But when the time comes, your efforts go unrecognized and someone else gets the promotion. The wave of disappointment that washes over you can be overwhelming, leaving you feeling undervalued and unappreciated. But here's the thing. Disappointment doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care if you're a CEO or a student, a parent or a friend. Everyone, regardless of their circumstances, experiences disappointment. It's as much a part of our existence as joy, excitement, and love. So what's the silver lining here? Well, disappointment, as uncomfortable as it may be, gives us an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become more resilient. It's not a life sentence, but a momentary lapse, a temporary setback. It's a chance to reevaluate, to regroup, and to come back stronger. But remember, experiencing disappointment doesn't mean failure. It's a natural part of life. So, how do you feel when disappointment strikes? It's a question we seldom ask ourselves, isn't it? But here's the thing. Acknowledging your emotions is a critical part of dealing with disappointment. It's all too easy to brush off our feelings, to tell ourselves to just get over it. But when we do that, we're ignoring a crucial aspect of our human experience. When disappointment hits, it often brings along a few uninvited guests. Sadness, frustration, and anger are the most common emotional responses. Each of these emotions is a natural reaction to an unmet expectation, a goal unachieved, or a dream deferred. Let's delve a little deeper. Sadness is a signal that something we hoped for, something we cared about, didn't pan out. It's a gentle reminder of our vulnerability, and that's perfectly okay. We need to give ourselves permission to grieve for our unmet expectations. Frustration, on the other hand, is a more active response. It's that gnawing feeling that things could have been different, that we could have done more. It's a spark that can ignite change if harnessed correctly. And then we have anger. It's the most intense of the three, a fiery reaction to disappointment. Anger often stems from a sense of injustice, a belief that we've been wronged in some way. It's a powerful emotion that demands attention. Now, these emotions might not be pleasant, but they're important. They're signposts on the path to understanding and dealing with disappointment. They tell us something about ourselves, about our hopes, our fears, our values. So, What should you do when you feel these emotions? Express them. Talk to someone you trust about your feelings. Write in a journal. Create art. Dance. Sing. Do whatever it takes to let these emotions out. Because here's the thing. Emotions are not meant to be suppressed. They're meant to be felt, understood, and expressed. When you allow yourself to truly feel your emotions, you're taking a vital step towards healing and growth. Understanding and expressing your emotions is the first step towards dealing with disappointment. Now that we've acknowledged our feelings, what can we do to navigate disappointments? Firstly, let's talk about reframing your perspective. Disappointments often feel like the end of the world, but in reality, they are just another part of life's journey. Try to view them as opportunities for learning and growth. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this experience? It might be a hard lesson, but it's a lesson nonetheless. Next, it's important to set realistic expectations. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new project or goal, but it's essential to stay grounded. Remember that success doesn't happen overnight. Break down your goals into achievable steps and celebrate the small victories along the way. This can help reduce the sting of disappointment when things don't go exactly as planned. Patience and perseverance are two more crucial tools in your arsenal. Disappointment can make us want to throw in the towel, but remember that resilience is key. It's okay to take a step back, take a deep breath, and regroup. But don't give up. Keep trying, keep learning, and keep moving forward. Lastly, don't forget to seek support when you need it. We all need a helping hand or a listening ear from time to time. Reach out to trusted friends, family members, or a professional counselor if you're feeling overwhelmed. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You're not alone in your journey. In conclusion, dealing with disappointment is no easy task, but with the right tools and mindset, it can be managed. It's all about reframing your perspective, setting realistic expectations, practicing patience and perseverance, and seeking support when needed. And remember, it's okay to feel disappointed. It's a natural human emotion, and it's a sign that you're striving for something meaningful in your life. Remember, these strategies are not a one-size-fits-all. Find what works best for you. Can disappointment be a stepping stone to success? Absolutely, it can. You see, disappointments can be transformed into incredible learning opportunities. They can serve as the springboard to your next big leap. It's all about perspective. Take Thomas Edison, for instance. It's said that he failed 1,000 times before he successfully invented the light bulb. Each failure, each disappointment, nurtured his understanding and honed his approach. Edison saw each setback not as a failure, but as a lesson. In the same way, J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series, faced numerous rejections before her work was finally accepted. Those disappointments didn't deter her. Instead, they fueled her determination. Each disappointment is a lesson, a guide, a stepping stone that can lead you to your goal. So, when you face disappointment, remember, it's not a barrier, it's a bridge. It's not the end, it's the beginning. Disappointment can become the fuel for your future success. To sum it all up, we've journeyed through the reality of disappointment, understanding that it's a part of life and not something to shy away from. We've delved into acknowledging our emotions, recognizing that it's okay to feel, and that our feelings are valid and real. We've explored practical tips to handle disappointment, such as taking time for self-care, reframing our mindset, and seeking support when necessary. And we've looked at ways to turn disappointment into opportunity, using it as a stepping stone to learn, grow, and become stronger. In life, disappointments are inevitable. They're not roadblocks, but rather signposts that guide us towards self-improvement and self-discovery. It's not about ignoring the disappointment, but about embracing it, understanding it, and using it to fuel our future success. Remember, it's okay to feel disappointed. It's how you choose to react that makes all the difference. You have the power to turn your disappointments into stepping stones for success. Click the link in bio for your ticket to a stress-free life with our downloadable ebooks.